Hi everyone! So I wanted to share with you guys real quick something that I've kind of changed up in my routine to see kind of what benefits it gives me. So you all know that I do kind of like the same eating plan because I have my Tanny Raw Master Plan. And I've been doing 100% raw for 130, I think I'm on 133 days now. And I've kind of come to a point where I'm kind of at a standstill as far as progress in terms of changing my physique and getting to where I want to be. And so I remembered when we first did the Tanny Raw reset, which was back in January, we had to keep a food journal. And I religiously kept that food journal until probably 6 months later. And I kind of stopped keeping it because of being sick with pregnancy. It was like, oh, this is pointless. That's what I was thinking. But so then I was thinking today, I'm like, you know what? I have not kept a food journal since then. And maybe that's why I've kind of hit a standstill as far as progress in my raw food journey. And so I thought it might be a good idea to start keeping a food journal again, which I'm like tilted. Do you like that? Which is really easy to do. You just basically write down everything you eat and everything you drink, and how you feel, and different notes and such. And if you want to know more about the food journal, just Google Tanny Raw food journaling, and she has lots of good videos on that. And so I decided, instead of just winging it as far as what I'm eating and calories and things like that, that I'm going to track it again for a while, because I have not tracked my calories for a very long time. I personally do not like tracking calories because I kind of become OCD about it, and it becomes almost debilitating. And so I like the raw food diet and the master plan because I did not have to track my calories. It was kind of freeing in that regard. But I see that maybe I might have slipped as far as my diet, and so I'm going to track for a while, get back on track, and get to where I want to be. And so I kind of made my plan for how I'm going to eat, which includes all the things that I normally include. Now keep in mind, this is my plan. This isn't for everyone. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a mom, and I'm just sharing with you guys my experience for how the raw food diet has worked. And so I am still doing my lemon ginger water in the morning, my cayenne and turmeric, and I'm doing my celery juice and my 2 green smoothies, my snack of fruit and greens, and then my dinner of vegetables with fat. Okay, it's the same thing. Ooh, bug. But I'm being mindful of what I'm putting in it, and I'm going to measure it for a while. And so I actually entered into Chronometer what a typical day is going to be for me, and kind of like just to see like where my nutrients are, and protein and fat and my ratios and all those different things, just to make sure I'm good, because I've also switched up in my routine, my exercising. I've upped my exercising to include my heavy lifting again, which I haven't done heavy lifting since before I got pregnant. And so I'm going to do the heavy lifting, and I'm also doing Insanity again, which, if you guys don't know what Insanity is, it's by beachbody.com, and it's just a really rigorous cardio workout. It's hard. So I'm going to do that again, and I'm also doing the booty yoga, which I love booty yoga, and I really don't have time to do all this exercise, but I'm going to make time because I love doing all of these things, and I want to incorporate all of these things. And so, all right, sorry, my son called. So I don't remember what I was saying, but I want to make sure with the weight training that I'm getting enough protein and enough nutrients, because what is the point of weight training if you're not going to get what you need to build the muscle? So that's why I wanted to put it into Chronometer and kind of make sure I'm doing right. Okay, so with my, when I entered it all in, I'm hitting about 1,950-ish calories. And I thought I was hitting about 2,000, so I don't know, it's pretty close. And it has, as my ratios, 11% protein, 11% fat, and 78% carb. And I really want to have it 80-10-10, but 78-11-11 is pretty darn close, so I don't know if I need to be too picky on that. As far as my all of my nutrients and everything, like everything is perfect, and I'm getting everything I need except for B12, which we know as vegans that we need to get a supplement, and I have one. I just didn't enter it in, so I just need to be mindful that I'm taking it. It has my vitamin D pretty low, which, I sun my mushrooms, so the vitamin D is up, and you can't enter into Chronometer sunned mushrooms, so I don't know if I'm going to worry about that. We'll see. And then also the selenium, which, it's at 68%, which I don't know if I'm going to worry about that either, but I know Brazil nuts are different things for the selenium. And then as far as my fats, so the other thing that I'm concerned about, which I've talked about before, is making sure I'm getting more omega-3 fat and less omega-6 fat, and at least a 1-to-1 ratio or 1-to-2 ratio in favor of more omega-3, okay? And the reason why I do that is because when I eat too many omega-6 fats, I get inflammation, I get swelling in my joints, I get pain, I don't feel good at all. And somebody had asked me to address maybe some of the information on the fats, and okay, I am not a doctor, like I said, so this is just what I know and what I've experienced in my life, okay? So you have, as far as your fats, you have your omega-3, your omega-6, and your omega-9, okay? So in omega-3, you have flaxseed, hemp seed, chia seed, and then your greens also have omega-3 fats, okay? And then omega-6 fats are walnuts, sesame seeds, which is in tahini, and sunflower seeds. And omega-6 fats are kind of the ones you want to really watch because they cause inflammation, okay? And then your omega-9 fats, you have, they're kind of more neutral. They don't really necessarily cause inflammation, but they're just in the middle. So you have almonds, avocado, olives, macadamia nuts, and cashews. Okay, so in omega-6, or in omega-9, there's usually about 25% of that is omega-6. So you still get some of that omega-6, which makes sense because when I eat avocados, I get a lot of pain. And so, you know, I guess I need to be careful of omega-9s as well. And then you also need your DHA and EPA, and I'll talk about that in a sec. So you can get all the fat you need if you are eating enough greens, okay? But if you're not, then you need to incorporate your overt fats, okay? So what I've been trying to do is get it in at least a 1-to-1 ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. And so all what I'm doing right now is just chia seed and hemp seed, okay? So when I do I'm doing a tablespoon of chia seed in each shake and then 2 tablespoons of hemp seed at night. And that ratio, when it gives me my ratio here on Chronometer, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So let me just verify. It says it's, I'm getting 6.6 grams of omega-3 and 6.5 grams of omega-6. So to me, that sounds pretty good. So it appears like that should hopefully do well. And so the other thing is your DHA and EPA. And if you're eating a raw food diet and you're getting all the living enzymes you need, your body can create, it can convert omega-3s into your DHA and EPA if you have the right ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. So as long as it's 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, your body can convert it and create it on its own, so you don't need a supplement. But if you're getting too much omega-6 or if you're not getting enough living food, then obviously you need to have EPA and DHA and EPA in your diet. Okay, so that is the down low on the fat that I know. I could be wrong, and please correct me if I am. So that's kind of what I know, which is not much. The book of Jocelyn is very short of what Jocelyn knows. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm tracking my calories just for a bit. I just want to get back on track. I am increasing my exercise and doing more heavy lifting, and I've done my measurements, and I just kind of want to see where this takes me to see if I can reach my results and where I want to be on the raw food diet and trying to just be mindful of what I'm doing. So there you have it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask me. I probably don't know the answer, but I will let you know if I do. And that is about all I have. So yeah, it's cold here. Like I'm in my hoodie and it's pretty chilly, and I need to go in front and weed out my garden beds and plant bulbs, and I'm kind of wishing it was warmer. But I'll probably just bite the bullet and get started anyway and get doing it. So anyway, have a great day, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.